Hello everyone, thank you for listening and watching. My name is Nefertiti and you can find my information in the description box below. This video, I'm going to talk about Mars retrograde and the heightened ascension symptoms that are coming with this transit. Mars rules Aries in the astrology, and Mars is about action, drive, ambition, the physicality, right? Along with Saturn too, but Mars is about the energy behind the physicality. These ascension symptoms that we are experiencing are happening as a result of the higher vibrational frequencies coming to the planet right now to raise us up to 5D. Now, remember that we have universal principles, as above, so below, as within, so without. We're also multidimensional beings, and the upgrades, the clearings, the healings happen on all levels, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So as I mentioned, we're in a time right now of a lot of physical healing. We can see this in the world, right? With this pandemic going on, with a lot of the structures in our government changing, our school system changing. These are all physical attributes of our existence. And as we are going through this ascension process, we are going to go through phases of healing, of transformation, and recovery. And so I feel like right now we're going through kind of a healing crisis. I've been talking to a lot of people and they've been having a lot of just different visceral experiences with this energy. And Mars is about our passion. Mars is our fight or flight instincts. Feed and fuck energy. Animals act or react, and we can see this in how they physically express and shift in their emotions, right? So we know when a dog is angry. We know when a dog is scared. We know when animals feel certain things. We also know when they're sick, right? Mars is the energy that gets us out of bed. So with him being retrograde, these symptoms some days could be intense enough to where we might want to stay in bed. And we have to go with the flow. We don't push the river, as the Native American saying goes. If we're feeling tired, we need to rest. But there has to be balance, right? Because we also have Jupiter and Capricorn asking us not to procrastinate. So this requires us to have daily self-reflection. How am I feeling today? Am I tired? Do I really need to pull back? Or do I need to rely on my discipline because the motivation is not there? And it's going to be like that every single day, especially with Uranus and Taurus too. And I like to think that Taurus kind of rules our day-to-day physical world as well, just in, you know, what we desire, what we want, the things that give us pleasure. With these energies, there's going to be some ups and downs, and it's necessary for us to practice extreme self-care. And so I'm going to talk about some of the ascension symptoms and how we can kind of relieve ourselves from them, kind of mitigate some of the effects. Because as many of us know, if we've had ascension symptoms severe enough to go see a doctor, 9 times out of 10, they don't know what to do about what it is that you're suffering from. They have no idea why it's happening. They don't know where it came from. All you know is that it's acute and it's uncomfortable. And then sometimes these symptoms come in for just a day or two and then they go away. The physical symptoms that we could be experiencing right now, insomnia, anxiety, right? We know that this whole situation with the world has created a lot of anxiety because we just don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next. And then people that were already in balance, that were already suffering from some sort of anxiety condition, I could imagine that these situations have exacerbated that. Migraines. It's so interesting. I had a migraine last week and I have not had a migraine in about 10 years. So I knew that it was energetic. It was on one side of my face and neck, and I could feel the energy moving as I was working with it. I was using crystals. I do have pain relievers, but I have learned just doing this kind of work that when you take pills sometimes all you're doing is telling your body to shut up when it's really trying to send you a message. So I've learned to ask, what do I need to know about this discomfort? What do I need to know about this pain? And I trust my intuition. And usually I'm not led to take any pain pills. I'm led to meditation or hydration or sleep. Do you know that sleep is the remedy for 98% of ascension symptoms? Now, migraines come in when we are invalidating ourselves. And a lot of times this happens when we have gone through a period of transformation and we really doubted ourselves, we doubted our abilities. But a lot of this stems from, childhood. I mean, it could come from a lot of different places. But for the purposes of this ascension, I feel like a lot of these migraines are happening because all of the negative thought forms that you've collected, that you've created, are kind of gathering in a cluster so that they can be released. And so I feel like, for me anyway, that's why I felt the energy specifically on my left side, because I have taken in a lot of negative thought forms, and some of them have become beliefs. And so now that I'm doing this consistent and deliberate clearing work, I feel like these energies are collecting so that they can be released. They're kind of being magnetized together, like when you're cleaning up something and you put it in a pile, like when you're sweeping a floor, sweeping it up so it can be tossed out. That's just the image that I'm getting. Toothaches are another ascension symptom that have been common lately with people. And toothaches, your gums, your teeth, on an energetic level, they symbolize indecision, wishy-washy thinking. So you could be having toothaches if you're questioning your purpose, if you're questioning your current lifestyle, your current relationship. I know for me, when I was on the brink of releasing a relationship that I was in for several years, I was having toothaches because I was unsure. I was on the fence. And so that's just your body sending you a message to make a decision. Strong sexual urges are another ascension symptom, if that's what you want to call it. But a lot of people are going through Kundalini activations, and we're also releasing old sexual karmic ties. This energy gathers in the sacral chakra. And so as we're going through this awakening process, as we're doing this healing and transformation work, we can notice an uptick in our sexual desire or just energy in that area. And it could be either a release or an upgrade of some kind. Neck aches, and this is related to the migraines, but the neck in particular is where negative entities like to attach the most, in your neck and then in your solar plexus chakra. And so as you heal old wounds and repair your aura from psychic attack and energy drainage, you might feel some sensations in your neck or in your upper back. And this is just where people have plugged into you, and whether they know it or not, right? Backaches. Backaches have to do with the past, right? The top of your back is your capacity. Your middle back is guilt. The bottom back is money, or your lower back is money. So as you're releasing past life trauma, karma, burdens, you'll feel sensations in your back and upper shoulders. And this could be painful sometimes too. A lot of times it might feel like you're being stabbed in the back. And energetically, that's what's going on, especially if you've dealt with betrayal. Weird finger pains. Fingers have to do a lot with family issues. So your thumb has to do with worry and overthinking. Your pointer finger has to do with blame and ego. Your middle finger has to do with sex. Your ring finger is relationships, intimate relationships like marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend. And your pinky is family and pretending. So if you're having weird finger pains, you're processing energy from family issues. And on the right side, it's masculine. On the left side, it's feminine. This is just in general. So if it's your right hand, it could be father, daddy issues, left hand, mommy issues. Swelling. particularly around your wrists or your ankles or your knees. And to me, these are energetic strongholds of other people trying to keep you from moving forward, trying to keep you from pursuing your life purpose, your destiny. Again, this might not be intentional, right? Most of what we're dealing with is energetic. So if you're feeling any type of swelling around your ankles, around your wrists, this is energy that's being released from other people trying to hold you back. Appetite changes. So as you're healing negative energy cords that have been cut and you're learning to protect yourself from acute psychic attacks, this type of work happens primarily in the solar plexus chakra. And on a physical level, the solar plexus rules the stomach, the spleen. So you could feel like, like I said, appetite changes, extreme hunger or no appetite at all. You could feel nauseous or gassy. Check in with yourself and see, right? It could also be that you ate something bad. But generally speaking, when you're working on your power, your personal power and your self-control, you're going to have a lot of energy in your solar plexus chakra. And body temperature changes. So as we're becoming more sensitive to incoming messages and frequencies, we're going to feel hot and cold. We're going to get chills. I call them angel bumps as we get messages from our spirit team. We'll get, lightheaded or dizzy as we are receiving messages into our crown chakra. So it's different for everybody, but on a physical level, this is how these energies, when they're coming in, how it feels, right? Sometimes you can get a huge download and it just knocks you out energetically for days, where all you want to do is just curl up on the couch in a blanket, and let that be okay with you, right? Because these energies are intense. And I feel like there's a combination of things going on. The energies and frequencies coming in for upgrades and the energies coming in for clearing. And if these energies are overlapping, it could definitely deplete you. So take care of yourself. So let's talk about some natural remedies, some things that you can do to alleviate some of the discomfort that might occur with these ascension symptoms and these upgrades. Exercise, of course, is at the top of the list. Since this is physical energy that we're dealing with and processing, working out will make this a lot easier. It'll make it a lot easier for you to move these denser energies out of the body, and it'll make it a lot easier for you to receive. When it comes to migraines, headaches, toothaches, of course, meditation, and you can work with purple crystals if you're having headaches or toothaches, dark blue crystals or yellow crystals, and cannabis. Now, this is a controversial subject, but there's been a ton of research done how it can help you with pain or stomach issues or stress and anxiety. So take that if it resonates with you. I personally love cannabis, and I feel like it's great for dealing with acute ascension symptoms. And like I mentioned, crystals. Now, I would encourage you to do some research, because certain crystal combinations are going to be great, and then others will kind of cancel each other's energies out. So for example, you probably don't want to use like a crown or third eye chakra crystal with a root or sacral chakra crystal, because the energies are different and they could cancel each other out. Like a throat chakra crystal tends to be calming, a sacral chakra crystal tends to be energizing. So you don't want to put those two together. And of course, if it resonates with you, absolutely take a Tylenol, an Advil, take some melatonin, right? Whatever it is that you think you need to just get you that rest, to get you that calm, that peace. Ashwagandha is another good natural remedy to use. It's readily available. It's a cordyceps, so it's going to help you with anxiety and tension, and it has to be taken over time. Ashwagandha is best taken at night, right before you go to bed, because it's going to help you to relax. It's going to help you to ease tension, anxiety. There's a whole lot of benefits. St. John's wort is another natural remedy for anxiety. And this is another one that has to build up in your system. So you can start with like 300 milligrams and then build up to it. And you have to take it consistently for about 2 months in order to feel the results. Epsom salt baths. A lot of people suffer from magnesium deficiency, and this can result in sore and overexerted muscles. There's a lot of benefits of having magnesium in check. But Epsom salt baths are great for clearing your energy as well. You can combine Epsom salt with sea salt and take a bath and just imagine the anxiety, the stress, the burdens just releasing into the water. The salt is cleansing you, purging your energy, cleansing your aura. And then after you get out of the bath, make sure that you call in energy to replace the energy that you released. So call in positivity, call in peace, call in prosperity. Eating right. And I'm not going to go on a rant about this, but you are what you eat. So you eat your food, you digest it, it gets assimilated, and it goes to the various parts of your body. So if you're eating inert foods without nutritional value, it's actually taking energy from you. So just be mindful of that, because of all of these different frequencies coming in and the acute stress that we're dealing with this pandemic. Make sure that you're nourishing your body. That'll make the process of the physical ascension symptoms a lot easier. So thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope it made sense. You know, sometimes when we get channel messages, they're kind of all over the place. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I look forward to speaking to you again really soon. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.